and welcome back to the Jesus Thoughts podcast with Pastor Amie. This is the season called What Child Is This? It's leading up to Christmas, and we are hoping to get to know more about and to also know experientially this Christ child better. This is episode 4, and the title of Jesus that we're talking about today is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Who calls Jesus this? First of all, it wasn't just Jesus who was called the King of Kings in the Bible. In actual history, in the Old Testament, that is how Daniel and Ezekiel and Ezra refer to the actual historical emperors of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar and Artaxerxes. They call him, "Oh, King of Kings," when they go to talk to him. So if a king is a king over a little country, but an emperor reigns over a bunch of countries, he's the king of the kings in the whole empire, right? But baby Jesus never grows up to rule over a human empire like Nebuchadnezzar or Artaxerxes or Julius Caesar or Napoleon or King George or Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Yet, people in the New Testament refer to him as King of Kings like they would an emperor. So this title is given to Jesus in like a cosmic sort of way, a spiritual sort of way. And to understand, I'm going to read some of the places where people call Jesus King of Kings. And again, this King of Kings, Lord of Lords designation is in the imaginative and beautiful book of Revelation. In chapter 19, there's this scene of a heavenly warrior on a white horse. And again, his robe is dipped in blood. I wonder who that is. And the name written on this robe is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And again, in Revelation 17:14, it says, they being the scary beast and dragon, the evil forces, they will wage war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will triumph over them because he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings, and with him will be all his called, chosen, and faithful followers. That's wild. Again, we get a lamb. Third episode in a row. The Lamb comes back in gentleness to conquer with the power of love. That's wild, though. What does all this mean about sweet baby Jesus we meet in the manger that we want to know better? The headline here is that the Lord will triumph, will be ultimately victorious over all of the villains, all of the bad. And when all is said and done, all of the rulers of the earth, even the bullies of the world, those who think they hold power over someone else, over a group of people, or over a town, or a country, or an empire, all of those with their perceived power will come up short. This Lamb will triumph over them, King of the Kings, because this is how love works. The purest love conquers everything. And the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords reigns completely over the whole universe. So what does it mean specifically then just for me that this baby is King of Kings and Lord of Lords? If Jesus, this Lamb power of love, is ultimately going to conquer every single powerful person or force on earth, that means your bullies and mine. Who has used their power to hurt you? Do you ever feel powerless against bad systems or bad people in this life? Are you ever tempted to lash back out with teeth and fangs? Or have you ever used your power to hurt someone? Man, throw that crown on that glassy sea before the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Do that now. Give yourself over to the way of love now, because eventually love is going to win anyway. So the invitation for today, ask Jesus to conquer all the bad in your life, to unleash the power of love and overcome everything bad in you, everything bad that's ever been done to you. Heal the things you don't even know needs healing, whatever that looks like for you. It's ultimately going to happen. But the movement Jesus started and the mission God has going and it's gaining momentum is that it's little by little the dominoes are falling and love is winning. So there's nothing wrong with asking Jesus to conquer the bad now, here and now. And wait for it. Because God's love will heal all things. Amen. So I invite you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications each day when new episodes come out, as we are journeying together through this season of Advent to get to know this Christ child better. Amen.